An impromptu live. So let's talk a little before I go right into business. It's snowing outside, as you can see, and I had my TV on this way I could read your comments in a bigger screen. So I have my new earrings on, but let's discuss the Quilty challenge. So the Quilty challenge is going to be super exciting. I'm going to stay tuned for some information on that. But first, I wanted to show you my quilt. I did finish it. Here we go. There it is. It's made all with the bonus HSTs, 1 yard of this fabric. And then I did use a scrappy border here on the side. But it's all done. It's all done. It's ready to be quilted. I also have, and this, let's see, this here. Hello, whoop, there goes all my quilts. Oh well, and then this is part of the snowflake one. I should have just left it alone. Come with me. Come with me. Hi, Lucy. Thank you. Hi, Annette. It's an impromptu live. Now that I have some of you all online, I'm going to explain to you why I'm on here. I'm going to leave that mess for later on. So I wanted to come up with something to honor all you guys out there. Hi, Sheila, who have sent me stuff. I have a bucket over there of the swap for, or my January swap, which is the lavender and purple swap. And I also have envelopes for the green swap. The green swap was on the donate fabric swap and donation swap. I forgot what it's called. And those are green fabrics. But as you know, Gina had sent me a huge box. Oh, let me grab something. Hold on. I almost forgot something. Let me grab it. Gina had sent me a big box, as well as other YouTubers out there, of with this on there. And I just wanted to use this because I'm going to use that for this kind of random thing that I'm doing. And in that box, if you watched, she had sent me a pattern. This is the pattern. And, let's see. I have to move me a little better. Here we go. Here's the pattern. She sent me this pattern, and she had sent me also some fabric. She had sent me this with also like a pink, like a fuchsia pink, bright pink, and a red. And then she sent me all these random grunge kind of material and all different like Easter egg colors, and they were in the shape of giant Easter eggs. And in that card, she wrote me a beautiful, lovely card. She said, so I can't wait to see what you're going to do with all that I sent. And I got thinking, and I'm like, you know what? She has a good idea. I think I'm going to come up with something called, well, I was thinking Chopped the Sewing Series because, you know, I'm a chef and I love Chopped. And then I thought, no, it's got to be something quilty. So my honey and I were discussing it, and he said, why don't you do like a spinoff of the ultimate something? And I said, okay. So then I did the ultimate quilty challenge. So out of that box, she kind of challenged me because she said, well, I can't wait to see what you're going to do with those scraps I just sent you. So I am going to use the pattern that she sent, and it is by Gourmet Quilter called Chicken Pot. I'm going to show it to you again. And so I'm going to start sewing that up. What I did was, and I'm going to use this black as the background because, let me see if I can find the main picture of, this has so many, this is it. This is the cover. So I'm going to do this one here. And so I'm going to use this black. I haven't cut this completely down yet. I have cut down some of this. I've decided to use this. And then I have, these are my scraps. But I want my chickens to be a little bit kind of like not pink and yellow and all those colors. So I went into my stash because I'm trying to do the Quilty challenge out of my stash. So I'm going to use some orange batik for the beak and some red. What does that say? Hello from Iowa. How's everything doing today? Well, everything is snowing. It started off this morning as rain, quickly went into sleet, and now it's snow. And so these are the chicken body fabrics I will be using. And I don't know what they are because it's been there in my stash cut up. There are scraps. So these that Gina sent me were basic gray grunge. She also had sent this along, so I'm using that for the chicken. I had a jelly roll, so I used some of this. Hi, Crystal. Well, I think this is the first time you're on my live. Oh, now you're making me nervous. But no, just joking. So, and this is my other batik. I hope you're feeling well, Crystal. I hope you're on the mend. How's everybody else doing? What is everybody up to? You know what? I have to go get one thing. You see, I'm not so organized like you are, Crystal. I have to go grab one thing. I have to go grab the pieces of the bodies. I mean, can't sew chickens without the bodies. That sounds wrong in so many ways. There we go. I've got them. So, yes, feeling great. All right, so what I did is I can't tell you any of the measurements as it's not my pattern. So here we go. We're going to go for this. It is a very long pattern, I will admit. And I'm sitting there reading this pattern, and they have the tiniest, littlest pieces. And so I had to streamline this quite a bit. And so I read through it. It is, I don't know, here we go. It is 12 pages long, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And I broke it down to make sense for me. So I cut the pieces and I wrapped it with a Post-it. So this is, you know, house 3, house 2, house 4, house 1, and then these are the roofs. This is, again, how I decided to do it. And then this in this bag is all my little chicken body pieces. I have my combs, my beaks, and my tails. Now, we are going to go ahead, just because this was just last minute, we're going to start this Ultimate Quilty Challenge now. But before we start, I guess you're going to wonder, well, how can I be involved? If you would like to, you don't have to. I have things coming in all the time from you all, and it's fine. Okay, let's read some of this. Oh, this looks like a lot. Yeah, it is. Hey, lady, how are you doing there today? Darnell. That's from Darnell. Darnell has a channel. Crystal has a channel. But ladies, I do not have this thing called the Nightbot. I got to figure out what this thing that's called the Nightbot is that will put in people's channels. If you ladies know how to put in comments your own link to your own channel, please do so. Or let everybody know, hey, I have a channel. It's great, because all your channels are great. Darnell and I are going to be on a live together, and I have challenged her. I don't only get challenged, I challenge other people. And we will be working on a panel. We will both have the same identical panel, but we will have maybe different ideas, or who knows, maybe our panels will be, quilt ideas will come out the same. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. That will be in February. Crystal, if you're looking for a challenge, hit me up. I'm going to now talk about the Quilty Challenge. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. It's been a week. It's really been a week. The kids, it was a full moon this week. That's all I got to say. It's been a full moon this week. So the kiddos have been super, super hyper and happy. And that's good. That's a good thing. But anyway, so with this Quilty Challenge, this one is brought to you by Gina because she sent me the box. So if you want to challenge me on something, wrap something up in an envelope box, whatever. It could have a pattern. It doesn't have to have a pattern. It could be your scraps. It could be something you went out to go and stump me on. I don't know if anyone's ever watched Chopped, but you know, they have some wild stuff in those boxes sometimes they pull out. So whatever you would like to do, if you'd like to, all the information is down in the description box, my address. If you go down to the About button, that gives you my email address. And maybe from, you know how I like to do after quilts. Oh, and I don't know, did you guys see the after quilts? I know I had shown the after quilt, but I think there was only one person on. That was the after quilt from the Snowflake. Because I just don't want to have a ton of scraps. It's killing me, all these scraps. So this year I had decided I'm going to make an after quilt. So the after quilt for this quilt I have already picked out, because you know me, so this here is the brand new Fabric Cafe book, Go Bold. I sewed 4 of the different quilts you see here, but I haven't done all of them. I've sewn 4 for this book, but I want to sew this one, which I did not sew. And this one's called Modern Art. See that center one? And I have decided, if you look at it, the fabric is just modern fabric, but I have decided to take all my pieces, such as, this is why I had this over here. Whoops, sorry, knocking you guys over. All these pieces here, I'm going to make my own crumb fabric. And I am going to use that for fabric 1 in this book, in this pattern. So here we go. Let's, I have to cover everything. I may have made some quilts, but I can't give you anything. All right, so here we go. So that's a bigger shot. And as you can see, to me, that looks like crumb fabric. So I'm actually going to do crumb fabric. And according to this pattern, crumb fabric is fabric 1. So I'm going to sub out. I'm going to probably use black, and I'm going to probably use white, but I'm going to sub out this one fabric for crumb fabric, hopefully using this, my after pieces. And because this has a black background, I'm hoping I have some black scraps so that I may use in this quilt. So that's my after quilt, because I've already planned that. So what are you all doing? Crystal, what are you doing? Darnell, what are you doing? Are you working on that pineapple block, Darnell? Give me a call later so I can help you set it up. Awesome. Yes, I will give you a call. I have your number. I love a good challenge. Oh my God, the panels is gorgeous. So the panels, when I bought it, I had no idea, but I got them, I will say, because I'm going to tell you where the stuff comes from, was from Joann's, and they were on a super clearance. And I said, someone will love this. It's kind of cute. So that's where the panels came from. And I have a fabric fat quarter bundle that I also bought in Puerto Rico on clearance. And I don't know why, but when I pulled out the panel and I went to go look at my fat quarter bundles, they matched. And they're from 2 different companies, but the colors like really match. So I can't wait to show you guys. I am thinking, so this is Sheila. I was thinking of using crumb fabric and making the pattern you sent me. Yes, yes, you can. You absolutely can do that. Hey, Darn, yeah, I enjoy it too. The crumb fabric is an awesome idea. I love Joann fabrics. I was actually in there yesterday because I bought not 1, but 2 giant rolls of batting. For Christmas, some folks know that I go to Joann's to buy my batting, and 2 family members gave me 2 very, very nice gift certificates, and it allotted me to buy 2. And so if there's a Joann's by you, just so you all know, there's like a super sale on batting, and the roll batting is Fairfield, yes, they have 2 brands. Fairfield, I can't remember what the second, Pellon. Fairfield or Pellon cotton batting. It's 20 yards in a roll, and it's 90 inches wide. The whole, but you have to buy it in one big bulk, is $99. $99 for 20 yards, 90 inches. And not only that, if you order it online, it's 20% off for an in-store pickup. So that's what I did. Now, I was having a problem ordering it online, so I called my local store, and the manager's like, yeah, Leanna, no problem. That is not a doorbuster. She didn't know why it wasn't working. So if it doesn't work for you, call your local store. They put it aside, and yes, I've got myself now too. And the reason why is because I have over 100 tops that I have to quilt. And that is my mission this year. I say I don't have any quilty goals, but I have to get to that. I know a lot of you also asked for me to do a live while I'm running my machine. I'm still trying to figure that out. I was going to try to do it for this live, and I am finding that I don't have the setup. I need a second person to watch the comments, because if I'm using my machine, obviously I cannot even see the comments. I hate that I don't have the space to store rolls of batting. Oh, I don't have the space either. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't have the space. You know where the space is? The space is in my trunk. The batting will be living in my car trunk until I get these quilts quilted, please. And that's going to make me quilt these, because, you know, this is not my favorite part. Long arming is not my favorite part. Hi, abuelita. So we have another Puerto Rican abuelita. Well, I'm not an abuelita yet, but I'd like to be an abuelita. But my children are not up for that yet, even though they're way into their 20s. They should be making me an abuelita, but they're not. So we have in Quiltfect. I hope I said that right. And Debbie, right, Debbie? It is Debbie. She also is having a live, I think, at 3 o'clock. She also has a channel. She's hysterical. But anyway, getting back to my rolls of batting, yeah, they're being stored in my trunk, and that will make me start loading my long arm. There's no reason why I don't load my long arm at least a quilt a day, except for that I rather piece. You did, and yes, Debbie. When I redo my this is Darnell. When I redo my sewing space, I'm going to see if my hubby can install a rod on the wall so I can buy rolls of batting. So, Darnell, I would love that. The problem is, there's a big problem. There's only 4 walls to my room, and every wall has something on it. Mostly, here we go. I'll give you a little tour. This wall right here is 2 ginormous closets, okay? So that wall is taken, and believe me, I've used it. As you can see over there, I have, you know, all kinds of rulers, and I have my little iron center. There's a window, so that's lost space. This here, right now I have my quilt thing and my pictures of my family and my kiddos when they were young. But I'm actually converting these into secondary design walls. So while I'm sitting here, I can turn around and put a block up and then move here. My husband has already cut everything down. And thank you, Crystal. Yeah, everybody put that thumbs up so I can get some good analytics going. And so he's got that over there. And yes, I'm wearing my bata or my PJs because, yeah, it is Sunday. Then my next wall, which is this. Why have I never thought of over-the-door storage? Great idea. Oh, yeah, I have to, because this room is, you know what? I shouldn't say this room is small. This room is over 250 square feet. It's probably close to 300 square feet. No, it's 250. But it's just, you know, here's my design wall, and I need that. And because I make samples for designers and companies, I really do need a full wall. I mean, I can't. And then I have all my long arm stuff. And then I have my long arm, which takes the whole space. And I can't fit any rolls because the rolls protrude. Now, I do have rolls. I have more rolls. Over here, if you notice in the corner, there's 2 rolls. That one's a 120 and a 90. And then I have my garage organizer with all my cuts and pre-cuts. And then I have to have TV. Come on, I have to have TV. And then that's it. Those are my 4 walls. That's what I got. I would love to do that. I'm thinking at this moment, I'm sorry if I'm spinning this too fast. Someone told me that you could take the bottoms of IV poles, like you can buy IV poles from someone who's maybe not using it, and stick your batting on that and then roll it in your room. But I'm still trying to figure out where I was going to store that. You have a great space though. I do. I'm not gonna complain because I know people are sewing on their tables, which is what I did before my kids moved out. Well, I should say my one kid moved out because the other two are still here. If the other two weren't here, that other room would be my fabric room or just the long arm room, and this would be my sewing room. Not that I'm trying to kick anybody out, but come on. Some people have to get married and have babies for me. I'm so bad. I really am. But he knows I love him. I'm just teasing him. He's 23 right now, the one son. Let's see. Sometimes you just have to embrace what you have to work with. Exactly. And I did for many, many years. Oh, please. I sewn for many years. This is only in like the last, I would say, year and a half. That's a great idea about ivy pole. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have one in the shed, Lucy? Take out that ivy pole from the shed because you can put your batting right on it. I've seen it. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna start sewing while you guys talk. Let me know what you're up to, or are you just chilling out and not doing anything? Because that's fine too. I don't even know if I should really start this project while I'm trying to talk to you guys because I might have to have Jack. Well, I'm not Jack the Ripper. I might have to have my eyebrow guy. This is my Ripper. I love this thing. Let's see. I can introduce him to my granddaughter. She's 20 and a chef. Oh, please, but you're in Georgia and we're in New York. No 90-day fiance. No, he's got a girlfriend. I absolutely love her to death. And, I could tell there's something different about this one. Put it this way, he's saving to buy a house and they're talking about how they're decorating it. So they're young. They're 23. They don't need to be having babies for me right this second. I have one of those and I hate it for my eyebrows. Bring it to the sewing room. Yes, Crystal, please bring it to the sewing room. I have never used those on my eyebrows. I don't even know if they were. Look at my eyebrows. They're like caterpillars. I've never used one of those. But I see them using the men's razors to seam it, but I'm like, oh no, I'd be afraid with that. That's really big. So yeah, I love it. $5. It was the best $5 I bought at Marshall's. Good morning. This is from Magda. Good morning. Leanna just got here, but was happy to see all the walls of your sewing room. Yes, and Magda, go back when this is over. Go back and watch the replay because I discussed this next quilt, my after quilt, and what is called the Ultimate Quilty Challenge that is brought to you by you, the viewers. I sound like PBS, brought to you by the viewers. Okay, so now, chicken bodies, let's see. Anybody eat lunch? It's 12:43. I made, let's see, this morning, I was prepping. I can't even sew. I have my quilting thread in here. I'm not going to hide it. I'm trying to lose like 25 pounds because the doctor needs me to lose weight for my own healthy way. I did lose it, and then I lost it all like a year ago, and then, Christmas comes along and that cookie looks good. Oh, maybe that cookie was good. We'll definitely go back to see the beginning of the video. Thank you. And the pies. Yeah, the bread. Oh my God, the bread. I haven't eaten bread in like 3 weeks. No joke. No, it's about two and a half. I'm not completely gluten-free, but I'm close to it. So I'm on my second-ish week. Maybe 10 days. And I do feel the difference. It's sometimes hard to swallow what doctors have to tell you. But I don't want to be on machines. So Crystal, the reason why I had to leave your live Friday night was I was there for a little bit. I had to go to the hospital and get a test. It's fine, nothing. I wasn't like hospitalized for anything. I had to do a test, and it was a sleep test. I don't want to be on a CPAP. I know a lot of people are, but I love to travel a lot, and I just don't need another thing to bring with me. So going to have a big lunch during Kansas City Chiefs game. Oh yes, that's right. I guess that's what they're doing downstairs is they're watching that. It's so hard when you're a good baker, right? Yeah, it is. It's very hard to not eat everything. But I'm doing better. So they said if I lose the weight, and I did. I lost the weight and my stuff went away. I already have had this test and I'm borderline. He just wanted to check one thing out that he saw, and I was fine. So, I'm going to try my best, but it's hard. It's hard. I'm never going to be like this. Nor do I want to be like this. Neither. I eat a lot of rice and beans and all kinds of stuff. So it's what it is. But in any case, I made an egg bake with broccoli. Let's see. I had broccoli, scallions. Try it out because I ate it for breakfast. Broccoli, scallions, red peppers, and mushrooms. And I cut that up, sauteed it, and put it in little ramekins. And then, of course, I have farm fresh eggs. So I did half whole eggs and half egg whites and mixed them together with some adobo seasoning and something called sofrito, dry sofrito mix. And I mixed that all up and I poured them in the ramekins and I baked them. And I put a slice of tomato in each one before I baked them, and it was delicious. And then I also did pre-portioned blueberry baked oatmeal, and that was really good. And that was, you know what? I could kind of tell you what it was. It was like 1 cup of oats, except for I doubled it. So it was 2 cups of oats, 2 big bananas, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 medium eggs. But what I did is I put one of my largest eggs and then one of my smaller eggs, and I just used the egg white part. So it was 2 medium eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a dash of salt. Then I put vanilla and I put a cinnamon, and then I threw in a little bit of pumpkin pie spice in there. And I mixed the whole thing, added a whole rinse container of blueberries, and then I put those in the ramekins, and I put them in 8 ramekins. So that gave me the sweetness. I had one of those too because I couldn't help myself. They looked so good, and it was the perfect sweetness. And what else did we make? And that's it. Then I had my protein yogurt, and that was it. I lost almost 50 pounds last year and I'm sleeping much better. Gained a couple of pounds over Christmas, but I'm back at it now. Yeah, I know it's hard. Wait, and the funny thing is, it's not hard if I'm home. If I'm home, I'm so occupied by quilting and my hands are always busy with some kind of fabric or something. And my mind is always going on what I'm sewing next and what I'm sewing now that I never have time to think about food. It's when I'm at work. Work is the culprit. See, I just don't need to go to work. That's the thing. I need to figure out how not to go to work because when I go to work, that's the problem. Because kiddos' birthdays, we have birthdays all the time and they're always coming in with their cupcakes. And if you don't take a cupcake, they take it the wrong way. And yes, I could throw it out, but it looks so yummy, so it ends up in my mouth instead. Because listen, that happened on Friday. I was so good with the willpower because every Friday in the teacher's room, oh my God, it's like a quinceañera every Friday in that teacher's room. There is so much food because we have something called a TGIF. I mean, in there was coffee cake. And then someone bought a giant thing of beautiful bagels with all these spreads and these Bon Maman jars of jelly and butter. And then someone else had brought, oh my God, please. They had brought so much sweets in there. There was Danishes. And it was all so wonderfully smelling. I walked in there and I almost had a bagel in my hand. I said, nope, I'm not going to do this to myself because I'm feeling better. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I walked out. Nope, but by the end of the day, Yep, someone got me with a chocolate cupcake and a whipped cream frosting on top, and it was delicious. But you know what? I felt it. I did. I felt it, and then that kind of made me realize, slowly realizing that I'm hurting myself. I'm feeling better, so school is the culprit. We had actually had all a discussion about that because there's a bunch of us going through this right now. And hence, that's why we should just get rid of Fridays. Like, what? You should be a teacher recruiter. Yeah, right, with all the food. Because we have something called Super Monday. So not only do we have TGIF Friday, we have Super Monday, in which I have to make soup to take to Super Monday because I'm on soup this week. And there is like 4 or 5 different kinds of soup. But at least that's healthy-ish. Unless they do the loaded baked potato soup and the chocolate, no, what is it? The cheesy something broccoli that they did last week. I will be making some lentil soup with chicken sausage inside. That's what I'm making tomorrow. I know they are all going to be disappointed because I normally make a whole Puerto Rican feast, bringing pernil and rice and beans and you name it, I will bring it in. So they're going to be a little disappointed when they're going to get lentils and chicken sausage. But hey, we all gotta look out for ourselves. Yeah, so that's funny. So when I'm home, I'm too busy quilting and my mouth is not being fed. I'm at work and I'm being fed all day. So do you guys have that problem at work? Does anybody have that problem at work? Because I seem to think that's a teacher school problem. But in any case, what else are people up to? What are you doing this week? Anyone doing anything fun this week other than I'm going to be going to work? And it's fun. It's fun to go to work. But, you know, it's, oh, sorry. I'm trying to change my bobbin. Let's see. I work from home and my pantry is directly behind me. Oh, is that the room? Okay. Yeah, but does your pantry have stuff that you can just grab? I mean, I don't know. My pantry doesn't have things everything in my pantry you have to cook. Thank God. It used to not always be that way, but we cleaned it out. Let's see what else. Crystal, you work from home, right? As well? Do you have that? No, but you go to some kind of lab to teach. Is it crazy over there in that lab with the food, or is it just only my building? Some people say their schools don't have all that my school has going on with food. Okay. Sorry, I'm changing out all my stuff here so that I can sew. What's everybody's favorite thread? Let's see. Right now, all I have is Aurifil, something that I bought from Joann's. Oh, and this. Actually, this was pretty good. Connecting threads, I bought some of this. I work at a learning lab and I teach cooking class and a sewing class. I would love to do that. Do you know that my district still has home and careers? And when the lady retired, they wanted me to teach it. But because my certification is college level and not, like high school level, I couldn't do it. I mean, come on. I'm teaching people at the Culinary Institute of America. That is like a 5-star culinary college. And my local school's like, yeah, no, you're not good enough. Oh, yeah, that happened. That's why I work in the office now. This thread, we got this thread in the Sew Sampler. Has anybody used it? Because I have, and I want to hear what your experience was with it. I think it was Pretencia, but I'm not sure. It keeps breaking in my machine, and I'm not sure why, as if it's old thread. And I was just wondering if it's just because my Grand Fof quilter machine is very powerful. You know, it's the machine I used to do machine quilting on the Inspire. So I know that it's, stronger and more commercial, but that stuff kept breaking. And I was just wondering if anybody else has that experience, or maybe no one has used it yet. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I have to go and I came in here and then I forgot what I came in here for. That's all right. Here we go. I do have some Aurifil. And I have no problem with that yet. I have not had any problem with it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking over here. I haven't, oh, you haven't used it yet? Well, warning, disclaimer, I did use the Microtex needles because that's what I use all the time. And I don't know, it might just be my machine, but it's interesting to see if anybody else has had that experience. All right. So what kind of weather is everyone having? I'm having, I haven't used it. Maybe it's old. Well, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if it was old myself because I didn't understand why it kept breaking. It just, I don't get it. It's snowing here and it is, it's about like 32 degrees here. You guys have snow, rain, sleet? What's going on in America right this second, or wherever you are, if you might be from Canada? Oh, I need better eyes, maybe. All right, guys, you get to see me play. Oh, I have to change my needle. That would have been cute. So when I just did all this binding, so when I do binding, I use a leather needle, and it works great. Let's see. Hi, Denise. How are you? And so now I'm changing my needle to a Microtex needle, just like the ones that they just sent us in Fat Quarter Shop. Here it's windy. Wow. Overcast and chilly. That's, I think, in Virginia. I'm south of Jersey. We're getting rain. I'm back. Hi, Debbie. Bye, Crystal. Bye. Oh, I must have missed that. Sorry. I hope I have to run. I'll catch you later. Yes, we'll catch each other later. Let's see. All right, I'm going to start the first chicken body if I can get this threaded. There we go. My machine. I'm so spoiled by my Baby Lock, even though I do love this machine. I love this machine better for sewing, but my Baby Lock, I'm spoiled because you hit the one button and it does it all up for you. Good morning, Shirley. So morning. So where, Shirley, I know you've been in here before. If it's morning for you. Gotta think. What, maybe, no, Canada isn't that much of a time difference, is it? Maybe it is morning for you. All right, so I'm going here and I am going to try to find the correct page. Let's see, to make these chicken bodies. Oh, I'm in South New Jersey. Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, you did say that, right? Here we go. So I'm going to make which chicken. Let me see which chicken I'm going to make. I'm going to make this chicken right here. So we're going to make this little chickie. I'm going to make this little bodies right now. Oh boy. So now I have, I don't know, can you see what I'm doing over here? Probably not. Here we go. I have now, this is basically the body is a 4-patch. I mean, that's, can I see your machine? Freezing rain in Michigan, right here. There it is. It is a Pfaff Hobby 1200 Grand Quilter. It's kind of, it's very heavy. I can't move it any more than that, and I can't bring my camera over because it's still. Okay, so these are my body parts here to this chicken. And basically I'm making a 4-patch. I haven't figured out or thought anything about it. I am starting the Ultimate Quilty Challenge, brought to you by Gina. So I hate these, and I actually starched not heavy starch, but a little bit. So now I need to make 3 of these bodies. So I am going to go ahead and kind of, not going to be really fussy about it, but I'm going to kind of find which ones I'm going to sew with. So what do you guys think? Let's see. And then I just have this random one, and I'm just gonna go with it here. So this fabric here, if anyone knows anything about chickens, reminds me of a barred rock chicken. So I'm gonna maybe do that. Yes, because I am a crazy chicken lady. I don't have any cats or dogs, but I am a crazy chicken lady. What do you mean by the challenge? Okay, so at the beginning of this live stream, there's a viewers were sending me stuff. So Gina sent me a giant box with this clapper, and she sent me a pattern. This is the pattern. And she sent me fabric scraps. And she says, I can't wait to see what you're going to do with all this. And so I decided, instead of calling it Chop Challenge, the sewing edition, because in Food Network, if you watch Food Network, Chop Challenge, all the chefs have a huge box or basket. They open it up, and there's just random stuff in there, and you have to create a meal. And I kind of decided, well, I want the same experience, but with sewing. So we're going to do the Quilty challenge. So I am taking this unexpected challenge from Gina, because she didn't necessarily say you're a challenge. She just said she couldn't wait to see what I'd come up with. So I'm going to call this series the Ultimate Quilty Challenge. So viewers like you, if you would like to participate, you don't have to, because I get stuff all the time, can send me a box. I will open it up and I will create from there. It doesn't have to have a pattern. She just happened to put a pattern in there because she saw chickens and thought of me. Or it could be anything you want to challenge me on. I will try my best. But you know, the Quilty Challenge series will also have when I get my envelopes from my swaps. So like I have a swap coming up that's all lavender and purple fabrics, and a swap that's all green fabrics. So I'll be working with those, and that's a challenge too, and that's also from viewers, but they're like from multiple viewers, from like 20-something viewers. Then I have envelopes that I right now have been opening up, which are swaps that people have been sending me fabric and want me to swap back with them. And I have that pile of fabric that I'm going to create a quilt with. So that's a little bit where the challenge is coming from. So getting back to this for a little bit, I'm going to place this because this gives me barred rock-ish chicken ideas. I also have something called brown leghorns that kind of do look like this color. So I am going to do that one. And then these are just random pieces. So this will be like what they consider a barnyard chicken, because there's so many chickens. I did not know until I got into all this chicken business how many chickens there are, different kinds of chickens. And a barnyard chicken is basically a mutt. It's a chicken that, you know, you take your eggs from your hen house and fertilize. Well, they're fertilized. You take your eggs. They're fertilized if you have a rooster. I should say that. If you don't have a rooster, they're not fertilized. You take your fertilized eggs, like I do, every year to school, where the first graders and our special education class does a whole unit on eggs and animals and hatching eggs. And so I give them all the eggs. They sit in their classroom. They take care of the eggs. Then like 28 days later, you know, they start seeing the joy of life, where the chicken cracks the egg and it comes out, and then they play with those little chicks for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then they end up at my house. And those are barnyard chickens. Okay, Santos, good for borracho. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start my 4-patch. It's very, you know, you put your 2 pieces here, and this isn't really a tutorial. It's just basically, you know, we're hanging out, we're sewing, and I'm going to be putting together my chicken bodies. So there is, in this pattern, there is 4 different chicken bodies. So this is one, and I'm going to be chain sewing this. Lucky Scott, New Jersey. Hello, good morning. Well, good afternoon. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Here we go. Now I'm going to put the next one. Don't forget that if anybody wants to check out a new YouTuber to them, or maybe you know about Debbie, she is having her live at 3 o'clock. She's the quilting grandma. There we go. So now there's only 3 blocks of this kind of chicken. So I'm going to take them, and I left, because this is what's easiest for me, is I left these kind of connected, and then I'm going to open them up. And I'm going to nest the little seams. What does that say? Thanks for the shout out, Leah. No, you're welcome. It's starting to get warm in this room. Oh, you know what? I should be reading. I'm over here struggling trying to read the comments from my phone, and I forgot that I had it on my TV. That's how my day is going. It's going good now that we're all here together. Sewing? Is anybody sewing? Who's sewing? Who's out there sewing right now? Snapchat. None of those comments right now. Okay, I must have something going on, because, well, Darnell, I'm quilting the components of a quilted jacket. I am going to come in here and see if I could, yes, so let me remove someone here. Sorry, guys. I think we have a spammer on here. So I'm going to try to remove the person. Hopefully that worked. Okay, I think I got rid of that person. Lucy Scott, I'm starting a sewing club in Gloucester Township. Shirley, please send me info about that to my email address, which is on the About button, because you said you were in South Jersey. I go to Jersey quite often, actually, because that's where my niece is, and I can't get enough of my niece. I'm always like want to be down there with her. So I would love it if you're doing something like that and it happens to be on a weekend. I may come and join you, or maybe we can meet up for tea or something. Gotta finish making lunch for the kiddos. Be right back. Yeah, go for it. Hello from Texas. I'm sewing on a 9-patch. Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, so sorry, Lucy. I don't know why creepos do that. I just moved upstairs to my sewing room. Okay, will do. I would love to know more about that. So, okay, now I'm going to do my last 4-patch for this chicken. So, Darnell, if you're still out there, these spamming things that is going on here. Is that what Nightbot stops or no? Or is Nightbot just to put up people's channels? I have to, well, I'm going to talk to you later because I got to find out about Nightbot if that helps with channels. I mean, you know, with them taking spammers away. Sewing clothes for my daughter's dog. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so cute. If you have a Facebook page, please find me on Facebook. I have a page, and put those put that in. Show me pictures. I'll put up I have posts that say, you know, just show me what you're working on, but definitely I'll put one on after the live. I'd love to see the doggy clothes. I love dogs. I absolutely love dogs, and I love cats. It's a shame I'm so allergic to them. That's my problem. All right, so I'm waiting for my iron to heat up. Afternoon all. I'm finishing up the Charm Pack Crispies from Fat Quarter Shop, but of course I added my flair. Yes, well, you, again, Jenny, welcome, and please go to my Facebook page. Put that picture up there. That sounds, I'm going to look that up. I don't even know what a Crispies is, a Charm Pack Crispies, but now I want to know what that is. I found you last night and saw you had a live today. Well, thank you. And it's Jenny, right? Rosario? Believe me, I have glasses on. Sometimes I didn't know if it was an E or A. I'm going to look up that Charm Pack Crispies. Huh. Always looking for a good Charm Pack because, you know, with all my after quilts, that's the things that I use mostly. All right, so here we go. I have these. Oh, Johnny. Okay, Johnny. Thank you. And so these are going to be my bodies of my chickens. The next bodies that I'm going to be working on will be, let's see. Oh, okay. So, I don't have all the pieces for those bodies. So we'll have to, excuse me, do something there. Let's see. So I won't, this is my other one right here. Oops, before. So I have now, the next one is just these pieces and they go this way. And let's see, and they go this way. So I'm just going to take all of these and pair them together. And that's it. I think this is, oh, we have a couple more. I have to pair, so I have to find another one. We'll put that with that, and that one with that one. And this one with that one. Okay, so now every chicken body I have is a little different. And then we're just going to do a 1/4 inch seam on this. For those who are wondering what I'm doing, you would have to go back when it's on the replay to find out what I'm working on, the pattern and everything. Basically, I'm working on a viewer box that was sent to me. My challenge. That's what I'm working on today. So besides Crispies and doggy clothes, which is cool, anybody else? What are we working on? Could be working on nothing because you know what? Today is Sunday. I probably shouldn't be working on anything, but I'm working on not shoving food in my mouth at this moment. That's what I'm working on. So this keeps me in line. Let's see how many, about 6 or 7 minutes. I will be going so that I can finish up some of my other stuff that I have to get done for the week. right, so now I have 6 of these bodies ready to be made into a chicken. This is a cute pattern, but I will say it's a lot of reading and it's a lot of organizing. It's definitely not open it up and you go. It is, when I say it's 12 pages, it's like 12 pages of pictures and literature to read to put this together. But I think it's going to be well worth it. I really do. Here's my guys. I wonder how many inches of snow we're all getting. I need to take my son to work. Have a great day. I'm sure I'll see some of you guys around YouTube later. Yes, I'm closing this up shortly as well. It's a Sunday. It's a day to be with fam and just relax. Unless this is your two time. Those little things drive me nuts, all those little stuff. So here's some more little chicky things I got going on. This pattern, I should tell you, you might be interested. And again, it's from Gourmet Quilter. And it uses, let's see. So the fabric that it uses is not layer cakes. It is, oh my God, it's like escaping me. Bye, Lucy. Take care. Jelly rolls. It uses jelly rolls. I think I could show you this part, but it uses jelly rolls. This is not telling you anything on how to make it. So, but again, I'm using what Gina sent me in the box. So that's what I'm using. So now I have my chicken bodies. And these chicken bodies get a little teeny tiny square of fabric on the corner, a flip and stitch. Let's see. I thought I cut them. Yep. It gets a little flip and stitch. I just don't have it ready quite yet, so we're not going to mess with that. Now the next, let's see, the next thing, okay, is houses. So the houses here, let's see, let's go grab a house. We'll go grab house 1. So I'm going to grab my little packet of house 1 and show you what that house looks like. So the house is this here. Can you see right here? And this on the top. I wish I could give you the measurements. It's so hard to teach without giving it to you. Oh, let's see. Oh, I just bought Poppy Eli from the Gourmet Quilter, a gift from one of my sisters. So here we go. That's one of the houses. The next one that I will be making. Again, all this fabric was in that box. And here is a door. So I'm going to have to change this out to that and that. This is the door. And then here we go. There is the other house. So now I'm going to take these and I'm going to do the center section of the house first, and then I'm going to do the other. Have a great day. Okay. Next. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. I hear pots and pans downstairs rumbling. Someone's doing dishes and whatnot. and I should be helping, but I did want to come out. I wanted to introduce you all to the Quilty challenge that I am working on, and you will see pictures and posts, and I will come and do some taping, listen to me, I'm so old, taping. Well, I don't know what else to call it, videoing, content creating, that's it, I guess that's what it is, content creating. I will be creating content using all this stuff, so hope everyone has a good week. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate you all. And if you like and subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. Take care. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye.